ever wondered why a ball bounces back up after you drop it? Or why the planets orbit around the sun? These curious questions lead us straight into the world of physics. Welcome to our free animated lectures, where today we'll dive into the fascinating field of physics. Physics is the study of matter, energy, and the interactions between them. It helps us understand how everything around us works, from the smallest atoms to the largest galaxies. But why should you care about physics? Understanding physics not only satisfies our curiosity about the universe but also helps us in everyday life. Whether it's figuring out how to throw a ball or how cars move, physics is all around us. So buckle up as we explore the basics of physics together. Let's start with the definition of physics. Physics is the branch of science that deals with the fundamental principles governing the natural world. It studies things like motion, forces, energy, and waves, etc. Essentially, physics explains how things work in our universe. Now that we have a basic understanding, let's break it down a bit more. One of the key concepts in physics is the idea of forces. Forces are pushes or pulls that can cause an object to move or change its speed. Think of pushing a friend on a swing. You are applying a force that makes them move back and forth. Another essential aspect of physics is energy. Energy is what makes things happen. It can take many forms, like kinetic energy, which is the energy of motion, and potential energy, which is stored energy. For example, a stretched rubber band has potential energy. When you let it go, that potential energy turns into kinetic energy as it moves swiftly through the air. Next, let's talk about motion. Motion is the change in position of an object over time. When you ride a bike, you are in motion. Physics helps us understand different types of motion like linear, rotational, and periodic motion. Have you ever noticed how a pendulum swings back and forth? That's a great example of periodic motion. Now, let's discuss an important topic in physics, the laws of motion. Sir Isaac Newton laid down 3 laws of motion that changed the way we understand movement. The first law states that an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by a force. This means if you leave a ball on the ground, it won't move unless someone kicks it. The second law tells us about acceleration. It states that the acceleration of an object depends on the mass of the object and the amount of force applied. So, if you push a car and a bicycle with the same strength, the bike will move faster because it has less mass. Finally, the third law says that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, if you jump off a small boat, you push the boat backward as you jump forward. Amazing, right? Now let's put this all together with a real-world example, shall we? Imagine you're playing soccer. When you kick the ball, you apply a force to it. This force sends the ball rolling across the field, showing motion in action. As the ball rolls, it has kinetic energy. If it hits a goalpost, the energy changes, causing the ball to bounce back, demonstrating the forces at work. So, every time you play, you're engaging with physics without even realizing it. Alright, folks, let's take a quick breather. If you're enjoying this exploration of physics, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more fascinating content. We'd love to hear your thoughts or any questions you have about physics in the comments below. We will cover the whole physics in the upcoming videos. As we wrap up our introduction to physics, let's recap what we've learned today. We defined physics and its importance in understanding the world around us. We explored fundamental concepts like forces, energy, motion, and Newton's laws. Physics is everywhere, influencing how we play, work, and live. Remember, curiosity is the first step to discovery. So keep asking questions, and never stop exploring. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope to see you next time for more amazing topics. Until then, keep looking for the physics in your everyday life.